Astral travel report for June 9th, 2025. This was for the live guided interdimensional meditation that we did on Saturday, June 7th. All right, so I don't know if you were there for that meditation. I'm a little late. Normally I do these reports the day after. So unless I did it already and I forgot, I'm getting caught up here. So, Saturday, June 7th, 2025, we did a live guided interdimensional meditation that we do. It wasn't an interdimensional meditation. It was the new CE5 meditations that we do, which basically are pretty much the same. So, I came to the conclusion that the live guided meditations were not as necessary as they used to be. And so I started wanting to do live CE5. In case you don't know what CE5 is, it's human initiated contact with extraterrestrials. But what has ended up happening is that as I start the meditations, they turn into live guided interdimensional meditations anyway. So anyway, that's what we were doing. We were doing the live CE5 meditation on Saturday. I have to be honest, I wasn't up to full speed. Emotionally, psychologically, I didn't feel 100%. And so I felt a little distracted during the meditation. I always don't remember everything that happens in these meditations. So if you do remember more than I do, please put in the comments what you remembered, what you saw, what you experienced. If I get something wrong or in the wrong order or I forget something, please put it in the comments. I'd love to see your experience. All right, so I was a little out of tune, and of course we did the normal Hool breath. We started with the Hool breath, which is, I think, absolutely excellent way to not only get ourselves energetically connected, but I think I know it does a great deal of good for Mother Earth. And the heavens also respond well to it. And I think it's one of those things that sort of puts out the bat signal to the ETs. Every time that we do these kinds of meditations, they perk up, they see it. I learned this a long time ago when I was learning the Maoshan practices. If you want to know what those are, you can go to thunderwizard.com and go to the shop. You'll see the Maoshan practices. I also have Maoshan meditations that I teach in the Warrior 90-Day Lightning Qigong, which can be found at thunderwizard.com. Click on memberships, and then you'll see all of the membership practice options, and then go to the shop, and you'll see all of the video courses that you can get. The Maoshan is found in both of them. If you want the full Maoshan tradition, you're going to have to get them from both of those places. All right, so I learned this when I first started doing that, and we do what's called the Sifu hands or the teacher hands or the yin-yang hands. And if you're doing, for instance, if you're doing the Awakening the Immortals Qigong, you're already doing that. It's built into the entire practice. And doing that practice is, I learned this, 30, 40 years ago. It is literally putting up the bat signal. And when you do that, light beings show up. So when you do these practices, you'll find that if you really quiet yourself and you'll do them, and you're not forcing it, you will find that your body will start adjusting itself. And you'll find different angles, and you go, oh, that feels a lot better. And that's actually because there are light beings that are subtly adjusting your body so that you get even better energy out of it. And when you do that, do the Maoshan practices, if you want to communicate with these beings, that's one of the ways to create an interdimensional portal. Listen, this stuff is no joke. There's a reason why I create the systems that I do, and there's a reason why I recommend, if you're serious about, this shifting up, look into these practices, because there's nothing like them. They're the most powerful practices on the planet. And if you don't believe me, by all means, learn what I teach and then go see if you can find something more powerful. If you do, my hair is off to you. All right, so we did the whole breath, and then let's see, we went up again, there's two ways I find that I'm doing this. One is to come out of the body and come up out of earth, and then we connect with light beings. We call them to us, extraterrestrials, and we bring them to where we are. But again, even these CE5s are turning into interdimensional meditations, and I went up the light shaft coming out of the crown chakra, and then I don't know I think we ended up going to the realm of the celestial guardians. So if you remember the celestial guardians, I took the picture off. So the celestial guardians is something that I discovered after doing CE5, and I was taken to their realm. And the celestial guardians, at least in the astral realm when I went and was taken to them, they are huge columns of different colored lights. And they were inside of a megalithic stone circle. And so that's kind of like their headquarters, I guess. And I went in there and I had a very powerful experience that I've shared numerous times with them. And it turns out that the celestial guardians are the beings who are responsible for having invented the whole Earth incarnation consciousness experiment. So everything that we're doing down here is a result of them spending eons figuring out ways how they could create places for the soul, and that means everybody's, all souls, to really become stronger in consciousness. And we talked about that in the videos I've just done about the origin of humanity, so I won't go into it much longer. Anyway, we went there, and I don't remember what happened. To be honest, again, I was feeling distracted. And let's see, after that, what did we do? After that, we came back to our I'm hesitating because light beings are talking to me right now, and a lot of energy, and I'm not sure what's happening there. So I get kind of loopy when I feel their energies. A lot of energy. I mean, I have to tell you, the past few days, the light beings, their energy has just been, has been coming to me a lot. Now, they told me this was going to happen. They told me that I was going to be receiving a lot of energy from them in the coming days. So that has turned out to be true. But let's see, after we were with the Celestial Guardians, we came back, and then I can't remember, we were focusing on creating our perfect reality again. And then we did the CE5, where we brought them back down to Earth and created a portal and invited them in. And afterwards, then I ended the meditation. And of course, when I do that, when I call these beings physically into my location, I mean, I owe it to them to spend some time and talk with them, so I did. And I don't know how long I was communicating with them astrally, but it felt like a while. Very powerful messages. I don't remember all of them, but the bottom line of the messages that I was getting was that it's all coming down. I mean, the whole thing is happening, and then we see what's going on. Just chaos everywhere. Things we never thought would happen are happening, and there's all kinds of volcanic eruptions going on everywhere. I mean, right now, I'm hearing rumors that some people are afraid that, the huge volcanic giant, huge pool of lava underneath Yellowstone is going to blow up. There have been earthquakes in the mountains of Idaho, right above where I used to live. I used to live in Boise, and I used to camp and spend a lot of time in those woods up there. I lived there for 10 years. And so those places are getting earthquakes, and, so, I don't know. I'm not an expert in volcanology, but it seems like there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and we're seeing everything blowing up all over the planet. The United States, the U.S. government is, having a fight with itself, and there's the crazy protests going in Los Angeles, which I think might be orchestrated, if you're asking me. But yeah, things are crazy. So they've been saying that things are going to get crazy, and they're talking in ways like things are going to shift, and the new earth is coming, and we're going to be taking you home. And they're not just saying that to me, they're saying that to other people. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but there's a lot of energy going on. So in any case, that is the report that I have for the astral travel report that we did on the 7th. So please put in the comments your experience, what you remember. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. Maybe you'll get something out of it. Like I said, I was feeling a little distracted. And speaking of the Maoshan practices, I am having a sale right now for the Maoshan Spirit Fighting Kung Fu forms. These are actually, even though they look like Tai Chi or Kung Fu forms, they're actually very powerful shamanic movement forms that bring in higher dimensional energy, and they will shift your energy up. These are practices that are channeled directly from the mantis beings themselves, the energy masters and warriors of the universe. So we've got that going on. That is going on for another day, and you'll get those for half off. Normally, all 5 sets are like $12.50, so there's $6.25. That's going to end on the 10th, and then it's going to start going up in price. We've got that, and we also have this new video course that I've put out, Galactic Contact. It's a 10-step practical video course, how to communicate with and channel higher dimensional extraterrestrial beings. We've also got the ET Channeling and Interdimensional Communication Zoom Workshop group. That you can find at thunderwizard.com. While I'm on that subject, I am open to the idea of creating another ET Channeling Zoom workshop, perhaps weekly or bi-monthly, but it would be during the day. I have these. I have 2 of these, a normal group and then the interdimensional group. And sorry, I got distracted. So those are at 8:30 at night. And we've got people from other parts of the world who want to be a part of that, and they're asleep at that time. So we might be able to have some, maybe at, depending on where you live, my time, noon my time, or early afternoon my time. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. But I'm not going to do that unless there is enough interest. And so you have to convince me that a group of you are willing to do that, and you're willing to pay for it and get it started, because I can't tell you how many times people have said that they wanted me to create. I mean, one time somebody wanted me to create an entire video course, and then they didn't buy it. They were like, you need to make this course, and they didn't buy it. And then nobody bought it. And so if you want me to do that, you have to convince me there's going to be enough people who are going to follow through, and then I'll put it together. So yeah. Anyway, guys, things are heating up. I can feel it. You can feel it, I know, because I've communicated with some of you, and some of you are really feeling the energy, and I know some of you are losing it. You're having some challenges. And that's because this energy is no longer going to let us get away with any tomfoolery. We're going to have to get brutally honest, and we're going to have to take direct action towards our truth. And if we don't, it's this energy is going to slam us up against the wall. It's going to be challenging. So I'm here to help. These practices, I guarantee you, will help you. In fact, I'll say it again. Everybody that works with me, follows all of my directions consistently and to the letter, every single one of those people are ascending through this very difficult time. Many people who work with me in skimp don't follow directions or don't do it consistently. They are having some very challenging experiences. So I'm not making light of any of it. This is no joke what's going on in this world right now. I'm here to help you. And I also recommend people work with me personally. There's no more powerful thing you can do for your awakening than that. And so if you want to do that, you can go to thunderwizard.com and go to the memberships and look for all of the different ways that you can have access to me. So I'm here for you if you need it. And please keep this channel in your meditations, and please help the channel stay. This is a very difficult time for everybody. So this channel is limping along like everybody else. So if you are so inclined, I appreciate all of the support that the people give to this channel. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys very soon. Please be very good to yourselves. Don't take yourself too seriously.